Every Mustang begins with a truck, a 42-wheeler that delivers the first crucial ingredient. Spools of precious draw-quality steel weighing up to 30 tons each. Enough steel to supply stamped parts for 30 new Mustangs. 1 ton per car. This looks like a lot of steel, but remember, they assemble over 600 Mustangs every day. Now the job is to move this giant spool of steel to where it can be cut to a manageable size. Obviously, it takes a pretty powerful mechanism for doing it. This 30-ton capacity remote control crane. The spool of steel is moved along in the plant, slowly, very carefully. Looks easy, doesn't it? Unrolls like a paper towel. The first stop is the cutting machine, where the giant roll is cut into pieces that will fit the stamping machine. The stacked cut steel is picked up by powerful suction cups. This is the first step of the stamping process, where the piece starts to take on a personality all its own. The huge stamping presses exert enough crushing power to make a refrigerator as flat as a pancake. The steel then moves to the second step, where the excess metal is cut away, sort of like cutting cookie dough with a cookie cutter. There's another piece right behind it, remember? Every 90 seconds, a new Mustang. This stamping press will turn out the same piece for hours. Then the die will be changed and a different piece stamped out. Finally, after being cut and trimmed by 4 different dies, the piece is ready for the next step. Maybe you can see that this stamped piece is the right rear quarter panel of a Mustang coupe. Henry Ford was the first to capitalize on the idea of using an assembly line to build cars. There were no suction cups or robots to move the parts. It was all done by hand. These robots look an awful lot like dinosaurs. But no carnivores here. They're really quite easy to work with. There they go. The front section is now complete. Now the 3 sections of the floor pan are placed together. And here it is. You're looking at a new Ford Mustang. Well, the bottom part anyway. This is not the Arctic version of a new Mustang. It's merely the way they move the car along as they're assembled. Sleds over rollers and belts. The car continues on its 9-mile journey along the line. Then they're ready for what they call the E-coat. It's put on electrostatically, which means the paint is literally attracted to the metal, like a magnet. It protects the metal against rust and corrosion. The most popular color for the Mustang is red. The same bell cups are used for each of the car's 11 different colors. They're cleaned out automatically in seconds between cars. Then they're ready to spray the next color. Now the clear coat, that really brings out the true iridescence of the color. The entire painting process takes 3 hours and involves 3 different baking processes. The car is going into the final bake in an oven that reaches 280 degrees. It looks great to us, but the paint expert always has the last word. No screws needed here. Up it goes. Now comes the crowning finale to all this work. After traveling 9 miles down an assembly line, after 22 hours of being meticulously worked over by hundreds of people and robots, after being welded and bonded and sprayed, turns the key. Yes! In 90 seconds, there'll be another Mustang, then another, and another. And Mustang production continues just like it's been doing for over 30 years.